G'day guys, welcome to Perfectly Reasonable Necessities. My name is Pete and today we're going to actually go through and we're going to put a clear resin coating on this blue gum slab and then we'll turn it into a coffee table by adding some legs on it on the back here. Pretty much what we'll do is we'll clean out all these areas here with a chisel, so all these loose areas, and we'll fill it full of blue epoxy. So that's the dye from Barnes, that's the clear casting resin. So we'll mix those two together, we'll fill out all these striations here, here and here, and then we'll give it a clear coat of epoxy straight over the top, and we'll see how that turns out. Now I've never used resin before, so if you've got any tips or tricks, leave them down in the comments below. That'd be great. I'd love to hear, and hopefully we can do this and it comes out the way I'm hoping it to. The reason why I call it blue gum is that if you have a look at the grain, it's hard to see on the camera, but if you look at the grain, particularly in these areas here, you see like a grey blue sort of strike. So that's right the way through it. It's marbled right the way through the timber. Can't see it on the camera, but it's marbled right the way through the grain, and so therefore it's called blue gum. It's been pre-flattened. I took it to a person that does flattening for an income, so I paid to have it flattened because I don't have the milling equipment here to do that. So I took it to a place called Timberfin. It's local to myself, and to just down the road actually, not very far at all. So he flattened it for me on both sides because it was quite cupped. Because it's been sitting in a garage for a while. The other thing is too, guys, I'm using Barnes epoxy, but you can use any epoxy resin. I'm not sponsored by Barnes. I bought this with my own money. So I think the price of that was about $60 to $70, and that was including postage for a full kit. In my house for about 2 years now, so yeah, we'll give it a go and we'll see how it turns out. Let's get into the build, shall we?
So what we're doing here, guys, is we're just going to grab a chisel and clean out the sap line. You can see me doing it there because all there's in that sap line there's loose material, so I didn't want to compromise the resin. There it is, all cleaned out. And here we're just throwing some tape on the back just to make sure that the resin doesn't leak out, or so I thought. Alright, so this is part A of the resin mix. Really important to follow the instruction here, guys, because you'll see here in a minute that I didn't let the resin stand long enough, which basically means it didn't get thick enough and I didn't stir it enough. So all I did was run straight out the bottom. Spoiler alert, that's the colour for the resin. So, and it came out really, really nice. But yeah, I didn't let it stand long enough. So I had in total 3 attempts at doing this that didn't work. On the 4th attempt, I let it stand a lot longer and it got a lot thicker, which means the void was able to grab it and it went off without a problem. But you can see here, I'm wondering where the resin's going because I've taped it all off and just poured a fair bit into there and it didn't work, so I'm trying again. This went on for another 2 or 3 times. This is after I actually figured out what I was doing wrong and let it stand and all that sort of stuff. But the excess you're seeing in this shot is resin that had spilt through from the previous attempts, so I'm just cleaning it off. This is the Ryobi planer that I'm using, so that's pretty good. And again, guys, I'm looking like I'm being fairly aggressive, but I'm actually being quite careful to only hit the resined areas, so that way I don't affect the flat slab. I'm just checking it for level, making sure it doesn't rock. And now I'm just going to hit it with some, I think it's 120 on this one, on the belt sander, just to make sure I get rid of all the planer marks. Actually, it's 80 grit, not 120. I did the 120 after the 80, so this is 80 grit. And throwing some water on here, just to see what the progress was like, just to show you what was happening. And this is the orbital. It's 80, and then went to 120. And here are some shots of the resin curing after I fixed all the problems that I spoke about before. So I've got it thick enough, I've stirred it enough, I've got it on a flat board, and you can see in the top left hand corner of that shot that there was excess over the top, which means that it was filled and we were good to go. And here's some stills of what it looked like as it was going off, because my camera battery went flat. I didn't get any footage of me pouring it in. And the happy dance. But we hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Please like and subscribe to the video. That'd be great. And leave some comments down below. See what you thought. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.